Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to test out the Kuretake Cambio brush pen and show you how to refill it. I bought this on eBay for US $10.50 including shipping to Singapore. It's also selling on Amazon for less than $10. So this is the cap, and notice that there is no clip. This brush pen uses synthetic bristles and it's available in 3 sizes: small or fine, medium, and large. Let's compare this with the Pentel brush pen. So the length of the bristles, they look the same to me, but the Kuretake seems to be wider, so you can probably get a wider stroke with this brush pen. This is made by Kuretake, made in Japan. So we have some instructions here. These Chinese characters or Japanese characters, it means king of perfection. So the body, it's glossy. We have the characters on the body as well. And that's the end. Let's dismantle the brush pen. Oh, there's this ring here that you can remove. So this is the grip section. This seems to be quite tight. I'm not sure if I can actually twist this. Oh, okay, you can twist the yellow part, but not this part below. There are no screw threads below, so I can twist this, so I should probably pull this out. Let me do it very slowly. Oh, okay, so this is the cap for the ink section, and it looks like we are supposed to just put this back. Oh, okay, I understand now. So that part there, this sponge tip will go into the bristles, and that's how you get the ink. This yellow ring is actually a spacer to create more space at the top inside the grip section for this cap. So now I can see the ink starting to flow. The bristles are starting to become black. The body of the Kuretake brush pen is hard, so there's no way for you to squeeze this. This is unlike the Pentel brush pen where the body is actually soft and you can squeeze to have more ink come out from the bristles. So the ink flow for this brush pen will rely only on gravity. The ink took a while to flow, so now let's draw something to test it out. Okay, the ink flow is actually quite good. Now this bristle brush tip, it's very sharp, so you can produce a really thin line. And you see this wavering thickness. That's because it's difficult for me to control the pressure because this is so sensitive. So if you really want to get those really smooth lines, you have to draw a bit faster. Like this. So this brush pen, it's very capable at producing thin and thick lines. Let's have the really thin lines. So this is how thin the lines can get. This is almost as thin as a strand of hair. Let's try the broad strokes. So if I draw slower, I can get the really broad solid strokes. And if I draw faster, I can get the dry brush effect. This sharp tip, it's so fine that you can add details like this. You can produce really expressive lines with this. This broad tip, this large tip, it's nice in a way that you can place it down like this to create the really big strokes. And ink flow seems to be quite good. Let's have some really quick strokes. So far I'm really satisfied with its drawing performance, and the ink, it seems black enough. It's matte black, so there is no gloss. If you go really fast, then yes, it's not going to be 100% black. But if you go slow, you can see it's really black. Let's see if the ink is waterproof. I'm going to spray some water on it. So this looks quite waterproof to me. Now, certain areas I do see some ink dissolving, but maybe because I have a lot of ink here, but this is very waterproof. So you can definitely use this with water medium. So this whole thing back here, this is really the ink cartridge. And from what I found online, it seems like the ink cartridge is around US $6. So let's see if we can actually remove this part and refill it with our own ink. Let's see if I can pull out the black part there. I'm going to use this piece of cardboard to protect the black plastic. And I'm going to use this pair of pliers and press it hard and twist. Okay, something is coming out. So this is the feed section. That's how it looks. So I managed to pull the feed section out, and it seems like there is something inside. I'm going to put the yellow cap back on and see if the ink will flow out. So the ink doesn't flow out automatically, which means there is something there which prevents the ink from flowing out. Can you see that there? It looks like there's a hole inside. So I'm going to use my blunt needle and syringe and see what's actually inside. Oh, okay, so this is the part. This is the piece of sponge that prevents the ink from flowing out. So once again, I'm going to put the cap back on and oh, okay, so now I see the ink, it has started to flow, which means you can definitely refill this with your own ink. So now I'm going to put this back in without a sponge. Let me just use my fingers to push this in. Oh, it's actually quite difficult to push it in with my finger, so let me just use this. Okay, it's back in. So this is still working properly and the ink flow doesn't seem to be affected. So I am not going to put this sponge back into the body. So overall, the Kuretake brush pen is fantastic for drawing. The ink flow is good and you can refill this with your own ink easily. So this is something I can recommend very easily. When compared to the Pentel brush pen, well, to refill the ink here, you need pliers, and to refill the ink here, you need a pen knife. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just check out the video that I have made for refilling the Pentel brush pen. Alright, so thanks for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. See you in the next video. Bye!